Previously on Master Duel Reduel, Christmas 2024. The evil dual spirit Santa Claus kidnapped many of the youngsters who were lost. Declan was the first to leave and search, but he never returned. Pegasus and the future dimension were delayed by another invasion. Yusei and the Synchro Dimension had no way to travel to find their lost. Kite did lead a team of the Exceed Dimension and took the kids back, but they currently have not returned. Back at the Pendulum Dimension, only a handful of people know about the missing kids. Instead, they are having a tournament, and we are now in the top 32. Who will be the Miami City champ? Carl is representing the Knights of Duel Discs. He is upset that his brothers has lost. He will have to win for them. Kev is representing Leo Institute of Dueling. He was originally the top Exceed member until Dipper beat him. Alec is representing the Leo Institute of Dueling. He is in the same classes as Dipper and they tag team duel often. Kit was from a strong dojo. He now represents the Leo Institute of Dueling as their top synchro student. Iggy represents the Bandit Warriors. He is after Alec and Dipper for beating the losers he was attending with. Aura is representing Fortune Prep. Charity foresaw where she would be placed in this tournament and is excited. Aura is representing White School. She is the only known student. She claims everyone else are living skeletons. Gong is representing Strong Dojo. He has mastered the heavy strong style. Its style will use no spells or traps. Olga is representing the Arctic School. She made a bet with her boy that if he won they would go out on a date. Yuno entered the tournament but has refused to mention his school. He has been seen arguing with himself. Reed is representing Flavor Factory. He has been thinking about adding a burger to his deck. Yuya is representing Yu Shou. He wants to be a dual tainer just like his father. He hopes to entertain the crowd. Yudi is representing Yu Shou. She wants to make her parents proud. She believes she is better than Yuya. Halil is representing Mystic Lamp. He is trying to raise up a girl from the Arctic School. He wants to show her his world. Jukyu is representing Toku School. His friends call him the Strong. He will cause a storm in battle. Suzu is representing Yu Shou. She is trying to help lure out whoever has taken the children of Yu Shou. Mickey is representing Dueling Dynamos. She has recently become an idol and wants to prove herself to the world. Julia is representing Leo Institute of Dueling. She is the top fusion duelist of her school. She knows she is the Joel. Psycho is representing Topo School. His friends call him the Psychic. He will be used his smarts to beat his opponents. Trout is representing Blue Sea. He has switched up his deck and he has now been winning a lot more often. Kevin is representing the Leo Institute of Dueling. He is the top pendulum user in the school. He hates his big head. Angela is representing Leo Institute of Dueling. Her grandmother has paid her the best school for her to attend. Andrew is representing Leo Institute of Dueling. He is the lead singer to his band, Blackgate. He is ready to rock. Shuto is representing Strong Dojo. He wants this tournament to end so he can go watch the soccer game. Haikake is representing Fuma Clan. He believes Fusion is the better summoning style. He hopes to face his brother. Dipper is representing the Leo Institute of Dueling. He's the top Exceed duelist of his school. He knows he is the star. Tsukikage is representing the Fuma Clan. He is ready to pendulum his way to victory. He hopes to get farther than his brother. Kuroda is representing Toku School. His friends call him the Space. He will send his opponents to the stars. Tsukiko is representing Toku School. Her friends call her the Herald. She will lock her opponents into defeats. Sophia is representing the Leo Institute of Dueling. She considers herself the best duelist not using the extra deck. Silvio is representing the Leo Institute of Dueling. He is striving to become the best pendulum user at his school. Crystal Pike is representing Strong Dojo. He has a rivalry with his fellow student Gong. He wants to beat him personally. Hello everyone, welcome to the Miami Cup Championship for Master Duel Reduel. We're gonna have a tournament based on a whole bunch of characters from Arc V plus other characters from the video game just to make balance the roster. We're gonna have Psycho versus Trout, Tsukiko versus Kevin, Silvio versus Yudi, Reed versus Yuno, Jukyu versus Tsukage, Carl versus Aura, Alec versus Angela, Andrew versus Holly, Kit versus Zuzu, Dipper versus Grizzly Pike, Julia versus Shuto, Gong versus Kurata, Yuya versus Olga, Sophia versus Iggy, Kev versus Mickey, and Mikage versus Laura. I hope you have a enjoy the characters. Let's go look at the first round. Psycho versus Trout. Yeah, Trout setting 3 cards. Trout is not using the Goki. Psycho is using a Psychic deck. Summons those 3 in which Psychic Wit, 2 of them. Psychokinesis, destroying the face down. taking 1,000 damage. Taking for 2,400. You're gonna send this to your friend Miss Laura, isn't it? Nice. Hopefully she represents her school really well. Trout is gonna play 2 cards face down. The reason why I couldn't stream this Sunday was because one of my modders just wouldn't turn on. I tried different outlets and everything, so I don't know what went wrong, so I got a new monitor. I went a lot way bigger on this, so hopefully it's decent. Looks like Psycho's gonna synchro summon. Since they're in the B dimension, they can use any of the summonings except for links. Yeah, Halil wants a Riz of Olga. I think that would be a cute couple. Magic androids on the field, and what is Trout gonna do to counter this? That's gonna special summon his Merc. Move the Trout card to give it a little power boost, even though it's not gonna do much. Hey Lego, how you doing? Congrats on your video, that was pretty cool. I think Trout might lose as well. While testing, they kind of went back and forth pretty well, and Trout's deck is decent, but you see him just had a very bad hand right now. Before starting up. He can still do some stuff, like summon that big monster. The android, I think, is too scared to destroy it. Vision swaps, send the Trap card away, get some of your fish back. See, Trout's trying to turn his round. Yeah, the characters can use Goki. They're not the smartest sometimes. I've seen they remove their 7k monster for a different synchro. Yeah, now we have to wait for episode 2, Lego Man. Alright, Trout now has 2 beat 6. And a level 0 monster. Android destroys the 0. Trout's keeping himself alive. Barely, but he can turn this around. Psycho's gonna keep healing. Banish Fish. Gives a Snuffius, the Shade of Goki. Another field spell. Mind Over Matter, sacrifice the Psychic to negate that, I guess. Revive field spell. The Shade of Goki is going to get summoned by sacrificing 2 monsters. And can target a monster to banish it itself. Deepest Desires gets to go back in the hands. By sacrificing another fish. Is it less saturated? I'll wait until after Duel, see if I can play with that really quickly. I don't know if it's maybe just the Duel or something. Alright, Captain Merc's like Goki's on the field, Android destroys. Like I said, my AI is different than the one he uses. He uses the in-game AI. Mine was based on someone else's made one, and that's why I'm stuck in an old update, because the new updates the AI won't use, and I've been trying to play with it myself, trying to fix it, but Askin gets removed from play but gets special summoned because it's banished. Moonlight gets special summoned replacing it. So I guess he likes that one instead of Fish and Kicks. Otherwise I would have a whole bunch of other monsters, like the new cards. I think I'm 3 sets behind now. And eventually I would like to have Dennis have his new cards, but I know that he's not going to have him for a while. He's one of the new characters, I want to eventually give the new cards to. Alright. Trout is keeping himself alive. Psycho's not taking any damage, basically. He's still at pretty high life points. Yeah, Trout, they're not the best with it. Trout still loses. I think that's how you do this. Let's see again. It's probably too much. Yeah, let's go to Trout. Loses for Psycho. Next up is Tsukiko versus Kevin. It was Kevin, not Kev, right? Yeah. Yeah, big oof for Trout, but he did decently still. He only had 200 life points, so he made it raw. And Kevin. Did the saturation ever get fixed at all from me trying to play with it? There, that's fixed. Summons the porcupine. And Tsukiko plays defense mode. Orange Herald Light says nope, not happening. Sacrificing Star. Draco's on the field now. Now Dark Hole. Yeah, Magic Spectre's a weird archetype. It does do good. Like a... Man, why are you texting me? Attacks for 23. Seemingly Tsukiko in defense mode. Gets another card. Unfortunately, Tsukiko doesn't look like she's getting any of her rituals, which would be a big benefit for her. Attacks. Destroying Eva, but Eva's didn't use its effect either. Tsukiko is setting another card. Yeah, I don't think Tsukiko is getting very good cards right now. Her deck is supposed to do pretty well. Draco is on the field, Crow goes to the hand, get the Cyclone. And Tsukiko, are you losing this one? Lightning Vortex, get rid of the ritual. Set a card. Yeah, she's very unlucky right now. Eva's At least get some cards. So where that trap card says, nope, never mind. Gets Karen to his hand. Summon the unicorn, Karen. Alright, last shot, Tsukiko. Pendulum Summon. Cat and Raccoon Pendulum Summon. Draco back on the field. Light Star gets destroyed, and 2600. Alright, Mr. Kevin's moving on. Next up is Silvio versus Yudi. Silvio probably has the stronger stuff. Spirits, Yoshin Juice are pretty good. And Yudi is an OC character. There's so many former pals, I wanted to give them a few of them. I was just trying to show off the different styles. I both gave them both odd eyes though. If you want someone to quit Clehorps, just come in later. I think her name's Angela, she has them right now. Pay 4,000. Alright, let's do cards down and in turn, or she does. L scale. Right scale gets power boost. Pendulum Summon. Solemn Judgment says nope, but I said no. Alright, what else are we doing? Guitars on the field, Hurricanes can pop it up. Chirmol's gonna give it a little power boost, 600. Not much damage, but decent. Silvio plays the pot of greed, lets him draw 2 cards. R, L, Pendulum Summon. Om, Kama, Sukin, or whatever. 400. 2600. Yudi's life points are almost done. Illusion Balloon Cell. Get a Coin Dragon. Kama 1 goes hands, Tsuchi goes hands. All Young's playing defensive. Time to fuse. Light Phoenix and Coin U Dragon turns into Odd Eyes Metal Claw. Gets a little power boost. Still not destroyed. Alright. Silvio's trying to prevent himself from being destroyed. Kama 1. Dark Race 2. Itolt. Top pops the Pendulum. Get a power boost. Try attacking. Suki. Even more power boost. 500. Yudi's at 500. Chirmol's on the field. Enter the training grounds, but Missile Space can destroy it. And I think this is over. $1,900 and Silvio is moving on. Next up is Reed versus Yuto. Yuno. Yuno is also another OC. Reed is from the Flavor Factory, using the Hungry Burger recipe deck, whatever those was called. Uses the mystical beasts. It starts with a Future Fusion, which will make very little sense right now, but it is something he can do. Human summons the Medusa and Mystical Space, hitting the Future Fusion. That gets destroyed. 3 spell counters. Medusa destroys. Card face down. Why is my chat all weird? Alright. Reed is also having some issues with his rituals. Rituals are seeming to be not very effective today. Alright, is moving on. Sorry, my chat's acting up right now, so... yeah, some bricks it looks like. Right there. And now I can see again. Yeah, you did have some bricks, yes. It's moving on. Now it's Junkyu versus Tsukake. Or Tsukikake. Right? Yeah. Moon Shadow, basically. And where are you at? Eventually I want to give Junkyu the Tri-Brigade, but it's gonna wait a little bit, since those are more Link focused. And Moon Shadow, there we go. He summons the Bird of Protection, bouncing one Pendulum card. Try and attack Jigen, but it's not working. Dark Holding, cause screw it. And in turn. Ninjutsu Art, get a Joken back on the field. Pendulum Summon. 1, 10, turn into Chunin. Hanzo goes back to the hand. Chunin's effect, sacrifice Hanzo. Attack for 23. Alright. Jokyu, what are we doing? Setting a card. Missing your spell cards right now. 700. And in turn. Alright, what are we doing now? Setting 2 cards this time. Jokyu can be brutal. He needs to get some of his monsters out. Fortunately, a lot of them are high level. Lightning Vortex. Discard the beginnings. Village protects it. Sign our Sky Battle. I don't know what that does specifically, but I guess it's not going to be useful right now. Jogen and Kaden summon. Another Jogen. 2300 and 2000. One ninja moves on. Next up is Carl versus Aura. And they're right next to each other in the deck, so that makes things easy. Aura. Aura plays Pot of Greed, lets her draw 2 cards. Starts a ritual summon. You'll summon them. Periatrith. Flipping itself face down and 2 cards face down. Carl uses the Furgram Dragon deck, basically. A lot of like characters that base on summoning themselves for using dragons. Alright. You lose 700 with Ominous Fortune Telling. She's flipped so you can summon Biblioteca. Or Bibliomuse, which gets another Tariot card and a Ritual card. Contributing Tariot for the other one, I'm guessing. The Aura's never an easy opponent. Okay, Clips, let's put everything face down because heck of it. Aura's not an easy opponent, Iggy's also not an easy opponent. In my other series, like that was going through the anime arcs, both of them were winners, basically. Burgard Dragons on the field. Dragon Knight Creation tries attacking and destroys the ritual monster. It gets us into Burgard Dragon. That one's destroyed, but adds another ritual card and a ritual spell. I think she used her Book of Eclipse too early. She should hold out on it and use it more defensively. Monster card was selected, another 700 burn. Gets removed, add another card. Bibliomuse is on the field. Lightning Vortex, let's get rid of these dragons. Summons Aerolith, but Ray of Hope. Add those back to the deck. 1000. She still hasn't lost any life points, even though she has been doing some strange plays. Return to the Dragon, gets his Furgram back on the field. Spellground. Spellground gets another power boost. Paladin's on the field. 700. 4400. You need to stop playing around and win correctly. Another monster. 700. Quadratris, let's get some of your monsters back. 2 cards. Darkhold, that's something. Dragon Lords protects the dragon. The card goes down. Alright, it's something. Aura is doing some protection. Ruins of the Dragon Lords activated. Belgran destroys the flower. It uses effect to flip it face down and put it in defense mode, and it can't change the battle position. Guardian sacrifices itself to summon a different Telegrams. And getting the same power boost. Fortune Telling. Called Monsters. This time it doesn't have a monster. And she has nothing she can use. And that looks like Carl might be moving on. 4400 for Felgrand. Alright, Aura, you had a whole bunch of people rooting for you. There's always next time. I know there's going to be more tournaments with you in it. Next up is Alec versus Angela. Angela is the Quihorth person. Like and Quihorth is Angela. Yeah, that was very quick. Unfortunately, that's how games go sometimes. Alec uses Constellars, which is a sister archetype to the Big Dipper. Where's Angela? There we are. And just uses cohorts for Stellar Knights, or Super Constellar. 2 level 4s. Bathomutus. Hex the Telenites. Bathomutus effects. Send a trap card to Exceed Up. Constellar Diamond. Diamond's gonna try attacking, but Mirror Force is nope, not happening. Their card face down. Shells in field. 1/9 Pendulum Summon. Monolith. Looks like Alec had the same plan. Mirror Force. Yeah, high attack points are her weakness. She was able to keep things in defense mode, or the Book of Eclipse would have kept her alive. Disc is on the field now. He summons Wriggle. Wriggle gets a little power boost. They both sacrifice each other. But unfortunately for him, she has Pendulums that she can summon to summon it right back on the field. Laser Clip. Pendulum Summon. You disc back on the field. And it'll the Monolith. 2100, 2700. Alright. Alec, what else do you have? Setting a card. Probably smart to do. Disc destroys. Monolith attacks for 2700, leaving him at 500. Alec, if you're gonna do something, you need to do something right now. Without Genesis, still battle. It does some cool stuff. It can still summon powers and everything. Diamond gets seed up. Or sideways. The battle of the most, which is gonna exceed up again. To get diamonds. This sacrifice for the carrier. And just summon right back on the field. Sacrifice 3 monsters for the towers. Bounce towers away. And 3k. Angela is moving on. And next up is Andrew versus Halil. If I pronounce that right. Andrew does not have his Tag Force deck. Halil does not have his anime deck. I think it was a perfect game. I wasn't fully paying attention on that one. It's possible. Andrew kind of looks like a rock star, so I gave him the Symphonic Warriors. Halil uses genies, which most of those don't exist, so I gave him Ritual Dinge. If you know what you're doing, yeah, they can do some good stuff. The cards on the field. God said no to the Rituals predecessor. Alright, turn change. Andrew's turn. Andrew's time to rock. Instant fusion. only added Magician came because it's a rock band deck, I guess. Not really anything important. Unless you want to sacrifice it, but whatever. I don't think you can sacrifice it anyway. Since this was blocks, but it can add a Mike's to the hand. I think Mike's has a pretty decent effect as well. Yeah, her first soul, she summons towers. Upper chorus, summon piano, seed summon. She lost no life points, nice. Symphonic Warrior Rock is on the field. Got the whole band together, get the guitar back to the hand. 2500. Attacking for 13 damage. Alright, hello, what are you gonna do? Set another card. Time to the Amplifier. Arcs effect, pop another ritual. Summon a guitar. Get the synthesis on the field. Piano says that's removed from play. Make it the beast. Mike's is on the field too. I'll get a little power boost, because they're all jamming out. 1600, 2400, and 3100. Alright, Andrew is moving on. And next up is Kit versus Zuzu. Kit uses X-Sabers. Zuzu uses Medioso, whatever you pronounce that archetype. And Zuzu's great. Summons Opera, Samantha, and Cannon. Trying to attack Piranha, but Mirror Force says nope, not happening. But she does get a Polymerization through her hands, which she can't use at the moment, but we'll see if she can use it later on. Gallet and Fault Rose on the field. They're all attacking. Hitting her life points down to 2,000, 6,000 damage total. So this might be a very quick duel as well. She gets a Monster Reborn. Cannon's on the field. Bring in attack mode. Time to fuse. Serene and Cannon turn into Scuberta. Trying to attack Fault Reward, remove everything from play. Deal 600 damage. And in phase. Kit needs to find a tuner and start synchro summoning. Solar Knight is worth it. I think they're the same character in Get Souls Up. Gotham's Emergency Call. Special summon Full Knight and Piranha back on to get a second Souls on, so assuming. Uri Vellum. Souls of effect, destroy, and 2200. Zuzu's deck was upgraded, but does not look like she was able to do anything. Very bad hand, it looks like. Next up is Dipper versus Grizzle Pike. Kit got very lucky, yes. Is it Dipper? Yeah, Dipper. Yeah, with testing, Zuzu got really well. She does she has one thing that she kind of accidentally uses too many times. Alright, Pot of Greed on Dipper's side. Consular Taylor Knights. Mystical Space destroys it. Summons Diet and Althea and Cause. Seed Summon. Caduceus. Getting Antares to the hand. Destroying the Lava Battle Guard. Speed up into M7 most likely. Yeah, Pulmonary M7. And a card breaks down. Alright, Dipper already has a decent field as well. Grizzlepike is playing very defensive. Rasselgard. Sacrifice for Antares, getting Cause back. Sayet is going to see summoning with it. And getting M7 number 2. M7, room for play, bounce that back to the hands. M7 is going to do the exact same thing, bounce it to the hands. And 5200. Leaving him at 2600. Yeah, she got none of her new stuff. Unfortunately for her. Sheratan's on the field, adding a Virgo to the hand. M7 is going to start bouncing. Other M7 probably wanted to bounce too, but I guess not. And perfect life points for Dipper. Dipper, next up is Julia versus Shuto. I didn't realize all three of them are together. Kit was the duel before, Dipper is the second duel, and Julia is the third duel. And Shuto is a manga character. Julia's on the field. Where's Shuto on blinds? Julia's using. Getting Brilliant Diamond. Forts on the field. Getting Sandox in the hands. Card face down. Reinforce my army. Gating a Paladin. Playing Darkhold. Yeah, Julia can pop up really well. Unless she doesn't have very many cards left. Ignite Paladin and Fire. Pendulum Summons. Crusader, popping itself to get a champion. Very attacking, but Mirror Force says nope, not happening. It is an interesting coincidence. I didn't plan that at all. Xandrite. God said no to it. Alright, both people have empty fields basically. Brick on one end. Julia, are you going to be able to unbrick too? Obsidian on the field, attack for 1500. Alright. Turn change. Julia just needs another monster, which that looks like that's going to be enough for Julia to finish this off. And I wasn't sure if that was perfect life points, but she did really well. Next up is Gong versus Kurata. Valmonica, I have to kind of work around with that one. the other one? Oh, I think it was Karada, I think, right? Yeah, Karada. I'll be honest, Yami Karada's deck is not the smartest. They kinda can use it, but kinda not at the same time. We'll see if it works. Facing Gong is probably not gonna be the best idea for it, but we'll see. Because Gong can hit really hard as well. Gong has 5 monsters in defense mode already. He's gonna play Pot of Greed, getting Zeta, sending a card eye to summon it. Beta's gonna sacrifice another card to get special summon. They're gonna exceed summon. Yeah, with the ritual cards, Alpha's gonna sacrifice another ritual card to get special summons. Time for ritual summoning. So that brings 1 ritual for another one. And Karada can get out a whole bunch of monsters easily as well. Picking that up to go back to the hand for later on. Unless he wants to do it now. I guess he has 2 4K now. Another Dracona did, whatever you pronounce it. Destroy the magnet. Destroy the wagon. Alright, Gong, what are we doing? Samurai Stealthy is going to sacrifice itself to get the Pot of Greed. Activate the Pot of Greed, draw 2 cards. So in Big Warren to attack the middle monster in defense mode. Set a card, and to me that wasn't a good plan, Gong, but you do you, man, you do you. Try and... This is where I said the AI is kind of not smart. It will sacrifice the big monsters sometimes. Because it wants to use everyone its effects, I guess. It will still ritual summon anyway. Attack for 3200. That special summons the prep defense. Prepared defense, it looks like. Waterbag gets special summon or removed from play to get Brawler. Summons it. And puts everything into attack mode, but that's probably not the best idea. Make it lose 1,000 to get the ritual card again. Sacrifice that for Zeta. Yeah, I'm gonna switch his deck as well. Karada's doesn't pilot this deck very well. Unless they give an update to it. Samurai Wagons on the field, goes to defense mode. Samurai Swordsman try attacking, Mirror Force says nope. Wagons destroys though. And Karada open for Gong to finish this off. Unless Alpha gets back on the field. Sacrificing it for another Zeta. For a Beta. And the ritual card. Summon Giga Glows, attacks. 18, so it's not a perfect game. Summon Transponder. And Gong is not getting any of his tuners. He has a decent amount of them too. Pot of Avarice, let's get some of his ritual monsters and exceed monster back. Beta sacrifice the ritual to get back on the field. Zeta's also going to do the same thing, and the Alpha's going to do the same thing. Just that the AI is silly like that, and the card goes down. Comes the field. Finally Synchro Summon. Level 10. Susuwano. So Pot of Avarice, activate the Pot of Avarice. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, testing it, like half the time it will do really well, and the other half will start trying to special summon each one from the graveyard. Some fields, so Wano says let's get Lightning Vortex this time. Physical Space says no, you're not going to activate that. Delta's going to get on the field now this time. Zeta says no, my turn. And Beta says no, my turn. Yeah, I think he lost because of the AI, yes. So Wano says let's get a Mirror Force just in case. Dragons on the field, goes to defense mode. Destroyed. And 3,800. Alright, next up is Yuya versus Olga. Yuya also uses Performa Pals. And Olga uses animals based on ice and stuff like that. Olga's gonna start with 2 cards face down. Yeah, he had it, but his AI blew it. Bull tries attacking, but Mirror Force says nope. Card face down. Blizzard back onto the field, got 7 notes to that one. Goodbye Blizzard Falcon. Summon Blizz, tap for 300. And we're gonna summon Yuya. Skeeter Skimmer, attack for 700. Blizzard lets her draw a card. And Olga says, time to salvage some of her monsters. They need the Ice Birds. Blizzard and Blizz. And the Blizzard. Synchro Boost, make it a level 5. Burn for 1500. Try attacking Skeeter, so it can't attack anymore. Hearts Naga is on the field. Pinland using effect to power up Skeeter. Cover 200. Cyber Skeeter for Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope. Numbing Grub of Ice Barrier, make it so they can't use that zone. Attack for 700. Like I said, her deck has a lot of ice-themed monsters. Rabid Horse, weakens it up. Ice for 2,900. And it becomes weak again. Falcon's on the field, destroy that horse. Horse goes back to the deck. Extra deck. Pendulum Summon. Get Rabid Horse. Picking it up. Naga's gonna get powered up like even more. 2,700. Alright, Olga, you need to do something right now. He's only at 1,000 life points. You can summon a 2,000 monster. I know you can. Another Ice Barrier. Attack for 300. Now he's only at 700. You can do it, Olga. I believe in you. Pendulum Summon. We're gonna get Horse back on the field. Swing Cobra. Power it up. Summon Odd Eyes because Yu-Gi-Oh wants to finish it off with Glory. And it's deck for 3,500 for 7,000. Olga almost had a chance, but Yuya took the victory. Next up is Sophia versus Iggy. guess I named it Sophie in this one. Sophie and Iggy. Iggy, I think, will have the best chance in this one. She has snow, she has a fairy tale up. Yeah, Yui went for overkill. Earthbound Spirit. Yes, he wants to have a fairy tale himself. So he takes snow. 1600, 1850. No card face down. Alright, Sophie and Fairy Tales, what are we doing? Summon Sleepers, sacrifice the Unite. Attack for 1850. So no perfect games right here. Sophie loves her Fairy Tales. March Storm forward, sacrificing Sleeper, so you can summon the Hidden Star, Snow's effect. Sacrificing 7 cards so we can get special summon back on the field. Hidden Star, remove set for play to get another card to the graveyard. And Snow is stronger than the 1000 monster. 850. Card face down. Piece of the Wild. Special summon the level 5 and a card face down. Iggy's not running into any of his polymerizations. Sacrifice Snow. Summon Rocket and destroy that. Rocket attacks. And in phase. Alright, Iggy, what are you gonna do? Word of Lady, sacrifice. Get the Hidden Star back in the hands. Summon Tenma and Kaiza. Move from play. Send another card away. 250 and 1000. Alright. Sophie, you have very little you can do still, but you can still do stuff. Summon Sleeper. Attack for 850. And what's next? Just gonna attack for 250. And Sophie, what are you gonna do now? Not much, unfortunately. Future Fusion. Number 2100. Sophie, you have last chance. You need to draw something good right now. Summon Roka. Get a Valkyrie to the hands. Waken of the Possessed to give it a little power boost. Do 50 damage. You should have activated Awakening first so you could draw a card. But whatever, I think. Future Fusion, since 2 stars away. He's gonna use Pot of Greed, does draw 2 cards. Set a card. Signature Spellcasters. Summon the Valkyria. Valkyria attacks. Another 2150. Future Fusion time. Special summon the Conqueror. Edaton. Adding level 5. And no, I don't think that was a good idea. Especially if you put it in attack mode. Okay, maybe that was a good idea. He is going to still fuse. Getting rid of the Conqueror for another Edaton Conqueror. Okay, that was actually a really good play. Up until now where he's doing something weird. Raijin the Bolt Star. Seems reasonable too. 1150. Iggy is the winner. Next up is Kev versus Mickey. We have Kev versus Mickey. Kev uses the spell books. And Mickey uses butterflies and moths and stuff like that. In the anime she uses like angels, but there's not really much more angels you can archetypes available at the moment that I think would fit her. There you Storm, getting rid of the Mirror Force. And 3 cards for sound. Star Hall adds another card and summons the Static of Prophecy. Heavy Storm on the field. Destroying all his cards. Grand Spellbook, special summons to the Magician. Butterfly attacks for 1,000. Bomber attacks for whatever, destroying. Monster Reborn. Mickey says that she wants the Magician. And Kev, what are you gonna do now? Summons Morris. Summoning the Fool. Scale Bomber sacrifice yourself. Destroy it. Destroying the Fool. Sending the Spellbook of Fate. Attack for 100. And then phase. Mickey says Swords of Reeling Light. This protects her butterflies. Spawn with the Reed Butterfly. Attack and attack. Leaving him at 5,800. Time to Smoke with Star Hall. Activate Smoke with Good Knowledge. Lots of cards. Summon the Prophecy. Strength Prophecy. Sends Judgment away, giving a power boost. Blaze Wing gets a summoned, even though I don't think it can use this effect very well. Strength effects, send the tower away. Another power boost. Butterfly sacrifice 2 for Green Butterfly Danalis with the Butterfly Dagger. And special summon all 3. Strength can use the effect again, send Fate back. Give an even more power boost, and Swords is finally gone. Everything going defense, puts the card face down. Mickey has a decent defense right now. Strength's gonna send Star Hall back. More power boost, even more power boost. Spellbook Mastery. Even more power boost. Destroys. Their effects, getting the secrets. And Star Hall. Mage Sue, activate the Star Hall. Physical's gonna destroy it though. Spellbook Secrets as well. Getting Magician. I summon the Magician. Adding a Spellbook of Wisdom. Sacrifice set a card, and there we go. Mickey can't do anything, so she's playing defensive again. Magician for Destroyer. Knowledge goes back to the deck. Even more power boost. Butter Yoke activates. Spellbook of Wisdom's gonna activate instead. Destroying the butterfly. Butterfly's destroyed as well. There's only a little reed butterfly left. And nothing. Comes the Hermit. Strength is getting power boost again. Destroy, and that's gonna be 7,000. Leaving them at 900. I don't think Mickey can turn this around, but we'll see. In testing, see somehow Lot beat the Prophecy Kev quite a bit actually. It's strange because her deck kind of sucks, honestly. Summon Destroyer, summon the Justice, and Destroyer attacks. Alright, Kev is moving on. Next up is Hikage versus Laura. And Laura. Laura obviously is going to be using Skull Servants. That's what she's got. And what was his spec? Oh yeah. Hikage, the Sun Shadow. Sun Ninja. And Laura, where are we, Laura? I can't find her face. Alright, Hikage has Mizan. To me, Mizan kind of looks like a battle cooler version of Hikage. God said no to Dark Hole. Alright, Laura. I know you can do this. Great Heavy Storm. Setting card. That's not really much a help because that fusion can attack life points directly. 2500. Two more cards set down. Laura, you need to set up your Skull Servants. Your king. Defense is not gonna work, man. Miss. Dress Mist. Notebook Mystery. Summon Jinlong. Sacrifice 2 of those for another fusion. Mizan. 2500 and 2500. Even Laura at 500. Laura, you need to turn this around right now. Start your combos. Oh. Laura basically got too scared from ninjas, I guess. I'm sorry, Laura. I am sorry, Laura.
Unfortunately, the tournament is being interrupted. The fusion dimension finally set off to find their children. Little did they know they landed in the wrong dimension. How long until they figure their mistake? Axel's a bit worried. He hasn't been able to contact his father in the last few weeks. He's gonna go in fast and hard. Grace is excited about the rescue mission. She gets a duel and believes she doesn't have to face some strange fish guy. Yuri feels unstoppable after defeating Demise. He does not care who he battles, he will take them all down. Kate was disappointed that they can't stop in the monster world. He hopes this new dimension gives him some ideas. Harry is ready to help the rescue squad. He's ready to show them not to mess with the future dimension. BB has one goal: go on a rampage. Attack anyone who looks fit to duel. Just do not harm anyone that looks too young. Aster is here looking for the missing kids. He found his father's killer and took back the card that was stolen from him. Jesse is ready to send his buddies to look for the missing kids. He hopes the children are unhurt. Professor Stein wonders the history of the alternate worlds. He wonders if they were created together or is this one older. Tomoya knows the hero is in need. He will try to jump in and save who he can, then escape with them in tow. Satan was injured during Ruin's rampage. He now knows the monster world does not have his son. Tina has been feeling that they are heading into the wrong place. She will still give it her all, but will hold back if her feelings hold. Dennis was lucky enough to be a little late for Demise's attack. He hopes to keep the luck and be the hero they need. Panic hopes he can find his nephew. Expects to send whoever took them into the shadows where no one can find them. Natalie decided to join the rescue mission. She did well confronting Demise's army. She just hopes this will make her a celebrity. Gloria has been losing a lot lately. She wants to take it out on anyone she comes in contact in this dark world.
Yeah, I know her deck did not really do well with this Hikage. Unfortunately, that's how they were ranked. And now there's an invasion of the fusion dimension, thinking this is where all the kids were stolen. So we have new competitors, as you saw. We're gonna have Grace versus Psycho now. Laura will come back eventually. Oh, I forgot I did not switch this. And Psycho. No, I plan to have Laura come back more times. Just wasn't expecting her to have to face a person that can attack life points directly, unfortunately. Here's Psycho. Laura will come back soon, don't worry. Kind of work it. Special summon for Psychic Wizard. Destroying the Amazon Spy. Willpower activates. Spy gets it on the field. Time to fuse. Spy and the War Chief. Super Pet Glider King. Summon War Chief again. War Chief is that gets the Fighting Spirits. Activate the Fighting Spirits. Activate Hot Springs. Add a Golden Whip Master. Summon Golden Whip. Golden Whip attacks for 100. And in phase. Have Psychic Clerics in defense mode. Sending a Psychic Wizard. Psychic Wizard gets removed from play. Monster Reborn. The War Chief. And then phase. Pet Liger uses effects, destroy itself, summon Spy for some reason. Because the AI is not the smartest, I guess. Alright, Grace is being weird too. Activate Heavy Storm. Destroying the 2 cards. Psychic Cleric sends Ogre away, removing Ogre. Sacrificing Hush for a space-time. Final Psychic Ogres in the field. Attacking the Whipmaster. Pay 800. Gold Whip gets used as effect to get back on the Pendulum side. You get Silent Wizards to the hand. Gold Whip destroys itself, keeps Spy alive. No, destroys Spy, I guess. War Chief goes to the hand again, though. Quiet Life activates. War Chief. Special Summon defense mode. Baby Tigers uses effects as well. Special Summon himself. Adding Amazon Onslaught, activating Amazon Spellcaster, giving the Baby Tiger a little power boost, 2400. Activating Dark Hole. That's really what to do, Grace. Okay, that's fine. Strange moves, but okay. Send Psychic Wizard attacks for 19. And card face down. Amazon Onslaught activates, God said no to it. Leaving him at 1850. Alright. Psycho has a chance to win this right now. Is that enough damage? I think it's 100 too short. 300 too short. Grace, you can do this. I know you can. Lightning Vortex. Sending Chainmaster. Destroy those two. Summon Serene Psychic Witch and attack for 14. Alright, Psycho's moving on. Axel and Kevin is next. And Kevin is next. Axel's using Scatter Shot, Summon Rocket, activates Blaze Accelerator, and Card Face Down, as well as the Volcanic Blaze Accelerator. Kevin activates the Majesty Pegasus, activates the Wind, summon the Fox. Fox adds a Tornado. Throws on the field. Yeah, so far it's only 3 perfects. Getting Ogama to the hands. Put Yada in the pin dump zone. Yokomata is on the continent zone. Miyata and Ogama. Ogama adds a Cyclone. Sonic's activating, getting Power Boost from Yada. Destroying the Rocket. Destroying the Scatter Shot. Deals like 500 damage. 1600 and 1800. Time for Exceed Summoning. Ryu Dragon. Draco Ryu. And a card face down. Blaze Accelerator. Popping Yada. Scatter Shot effects 500. Burn Injection sends Emperor. Burning for 800. Saying 3 Volcanics wait for Emperor to get special summoned. Emperor tries to use its effects, but Cyclone's going to use its effect to destroy it. Burning for 1500. Getting Volcanic Emissions in phase. Time for another Pendulum Summon. Draco's on the field, Mirror Force. For 1800. Pegasus is sent away for Raccoon to get on the field. QB's on the field as well. Getting Supercell. Card face down and turn. Time to activate Heavy Storm. Just activates special summoning one of the monsters. Vision also activates. Summoning Doomfire. And then gets destroyed. Sending Blaze Accelerator, summon Emperor back on the field. Expect, burn for 1500, get an Inferno. 1500. And Emperor finishes us off. Next up is Selena versus Silvio. We have Selena, but now since she's in the Pendulum Dimension, she can use some of her Pendulums. And who is she facing? Silvio. Which might be a tough fight for her, I would say. Especially if the AA is gonna be dumb, like I feel like it's been doing a little bit more dumb today. She summons the Crimson Fox and 2 cards face down. He plays Apodic Freed, summon sacrifice Izuna. Monster Reborn to get Izuna back on the field. Summon comment number 3. Comment number 1. Sacrifice Uzuna for Misak. Fire Mission Kaio just give Fox a little power boost. But not strong enough. Common number 1 attacks. Number 3 attacks for 15 to 16. Physical face will hit the face down. Number 1 goes back to the hand. Number 3 goes back to the hand. Alright, Selena. 2 more cards face down. Izana goes back to the graveyard, summons 3, summon 1. Summon Sabu. Sabu adds a dieback. Sabu's effects. Return to get a whirlwind. Mirror for Horse activates, destroying them. Lucky Pull. Whirlwind destroys itself since there's none on the field, I don't think. Black Sheep sacrifices itself to get a Polymerization. Activate Polymerization. Sending 2 butterflies. Hit the Cat Dancer. In the light, Cat Dancer is going to attack and burn for 100. And I think it can attack twice. Or does it have attack monster to attack twice? No, it has a effect to attack twice somehow. You can send away to activate the Yoshin Village. Black Sheep sends away to get another Polymerization. Not really help you this turn, but 27 and 100. Alright, Silvio, this is your last chance. Can you do something about it? Sending a card. Probably not going to help too much. Sacrifice Cat Dancer and White Rabbits. What are we turning into? Really not another Cat Dancer? I guess another Cat Dancer. And 100. Destroy. I know you have your other fusion monsters, Selena. I know you can summon them. So the Blue Cat. Blue Cat will destroy, and Cat Dancer will finish this off. Selena is moving on. Next up is Yuri versus Yuno. Yuri. Yuno. Let's see, credit plans are scary now. Double Kaluda and Priapus. Getting Bubbliga on the field. Thinking about fusion. Abona Medius on the field. Get Predaprime fusion. Use the effect. Fusion effect activates. What are we using this time? Vextraphilia. And card goes down. We are moved. Jackal's on the field. Mystical Bestiary. Medusa effect. Godside knows with Medusa. Goodbye, Medusa. Move 3 spell counters. Double summon Jekyll King. Odd Eyes Advent. Gravity Dragon. You know, still kind of a U-boy, but he still has the rituals of the Odd Eyes as part of his deck. Only gravity is kind of dangerous. For 500, destroy it. Alright. Cost 1,000, but it got destroyed the ritual. That would cause it big issues. Hasn't taken any single damage just yet. Extra buck activates. I don't know what it does anymore. Then you have to remove spell counters. Arcane Barrier. Alright, has nothing currently. Can Fly Trap do something? Summon Cobra. Factor 1,000. Cobra doesn't get the fusion effect because it wasn't special summons. Magical cities on the field. Target 3 monsters with Triantis. Triantis attacks at 2400. And would Garuda's on the field, putting counters on the field, destroying the face down. Alright, things are starting to get counters. Summon Scorpio, Scorpio's effects, and that's a special summon a Bangkok Ogre. 1200, 2000, and 2400. Alright, Yuri is moving on. Alright, next up is Gloria versus Tsukage. Tsukikage. Alright, Gloria's in the field. Suki summons the Yellow Ninja. Amazon Fighting Spirits activates. The Mystical Space destroys it. Lightning Vortex getting rid of the Yellow Ninja. Summon the Spy. Spiritual summons itself. That's a polymerization. 800. Card face down. Your move. Armored Rest on the field. Sasuke's on the field, destroying the Spiritualist. Spiritualist has an effect to come back to the field whenever it wants by sending a Amazon card away. Card face down. Shingetsu's on the field, destroying the Amazon Spy. Spy's effect, add Spirituals to the hand. 1800. Alright, Gloria, what are we gonna do? Set of cards. Sakurai Senjutsu for Chunin. Not strong enough, but he is. Alright, Gloria, you need a monster, you need a queen. An Amazon Warden. Spiritual gets special summons. Spiritualist effect. Add another poly. Card face down. Heavy Storm activates. Sasuke's effect, destroy it, and 2300. Alright, does not look good for Gloria. Say another card. Sasuke destroys, another 23. Gloria's at 600. Activate Dark Hole. Get rid of everything. And the swordswoman. Spiritualist says no, she wants to be on the field instead. 800. Gloria's trying to hold out, hoping the swordswoman will be enough for the summon the fusion. 5 Avarice. Now he's gonna get some of his ninjas back to his deck to draw 2 cards. And a card face down. Polymerization. Queen and Swordswoman. Get the Empress. 5 Avarice. Sending all your monsters back. Draw 2 cards. Card for 28. Card for 800. She hasn't lost yet. She's getting close, but you put the card face down. Time refused. The Empress and the Queen. Augusta, and I think Augusta can attack twice. And or summon another Queen. Warrior staying alive. Let's get the Queen back to the hands. 2400. And 32 exact damage. She barely survives, but she moves on. Good job, Gloria. Next up is Titan versus Carl. I was hoping it was Titan versus Aura, but... all the people I want to vote keep in loses, unfortunately, I guess. Here's Titan. And where's Carl? I just keep thinking of the Walking Dead guy always saying Carl. Exact damage game 1. Hero creations on the field, Monster Reborn. I guess he wants the Queen. The Infernal Arch Queen. Infernal Queen can power boost itself. Archfiend Eccentric is on the field, popping the field spell. Summoning his own Queen. Getting battle scarred. Main phase 1. Get power boost. Get power boost. About 500. Go in defense mode. Sacrifice for Divine Dragon Lord. For 900. Alright. Titan's gonna play Pot of Grid, lets him draw 2 cards. A Lightning Vortex, getting rid of the Mystical Space. Setting a card and ending turn. I do want the Matador Archfiend to come to Master Duel so I can move to Titan. Even though it's a warrior type, I don't get why it's a warrior type, but must be what was it was in the show. One of the weird things. Paladins on the field. Getting the Ferdinand Dragon on the field. Heavy Storm, destroying the dragon. Using the effect, sacrifice those 2 monsters to get a monster from the graveyard, which is Ferdinand, Telegrams, whatever. Getting a power boost for 4400. Alright. Titan. Basically bricked. Carl's moving on. Carl was one of the joke characters that I thought was not going to be moved out very far. Next is BB versus Angela. I don't think it was a warrior in the show, but if you looked at the card of it said warrior. At least I remember it's looking at it saying warrior, unless I'm going crazy. BB versus Angela. Later Beast or the Klee. I'm gonna go with BB. Alright, you already got a scout, pay 800 to get a trap card. Someone's shell and 2 cards face down. Case it on the field, destroys itself, paying 1100. So to summon Andel, Andel's gonna try attacking, Mirror Force says nope, not happening. And BB puts 3 cards face down. Scout's effect. Get a Monolith to the hands. Tendency of the Monarchs. Get a Monarch Stormfront. Summon the Monolith. Boost ends. On field, attack for 18. 24. And 2 cards face down. Downward Chara, Summon Romello, and Test Tiger sacrifice. Gets Beast Change as well. Destroy Monolith. Stop shooting for Bestiari. Bestiari is going to try popping the Clean Change, but that's going to activate. Putting 3 cards back to the deck, I think. Or to hand, I guess. Trap card activates, sending Andel away to give him a little power boost. Attack for 500. Into the battle phase. Switch out. Vespulius. 28 beat sick. Scout's gonna pay another 800 to get towers to the hands. Stormfront, sacrifice. Oh. Summon Laser Clip. Summon the Shell, sacrifice for Monolith. 18 and 24. Fighter Beast can be reckoned with, but I guess Angela's deck countered it a little bit too much. And BB wasn't really able to start his combos to get his fusions out. Next up is Professor Stein versus Andrew. Stein. And Professor Stein with his Ancient Warriors. And Andrew. Guitar tries attacking, but Lu Jing is too defensive. Oh, Stein is not going to do anything right now. Piano's on the field, give it a little power boost, turning something to a zombie, turning itself into a zombie. I don't understand that effect too much. Once you see it's already over. True. Heavy Storm, activate Tensen. Allow power boost, Heavy Storm destroys everything. Isa's health does something. Try attacking, destroy it. Attack it. Monster Reborn. In the piano. Sacrifice Soothing for Valiant and Sang De. Lightning Vortex. Summons a guitar again. Summoning the piano. 900. 1500. Sign you need your Lubu. I don't know what it's called now, but whatever that card is called. Dark Hole is gonna work too. Sign destroys both his machines and ends his turn. Keanu's on the field again, attack for 900. Does not want to turn it to a different element or type. Masterful Sun Meow, using Ganwu away to get Ingenious Zong Kong to get special summons, destroying for 100, and he's attack for 1800. And there we go. I'm gonna put the amplifier on and a card face down. I think Stein might have this even though he doesn't have very many strong monsters at the moment. Sun Malik is on the field, activate another Ingenious to get special summons. Master Sun gets bounce. 1000, 1600, and 1800. Alright. Last chance, what are you going to do? Card face down. Case on the field. Get Jai Wen to the hand. Graceful sends it away to get Deception and Betrayal, which is getting sacrificed for another Ingenious. Zong Kong gets special summons, so is Decisive. Drums get destroyed, and Decisive gets another card at 1800. Stein is moving on. Next up is Aster versus Kit. Aster Phoenix versus X Sabers. Where's Kit? I think Dustin Heroes have a good chance, but if Kit gets going, he can go crazy. Activate his field spell, X-Saver Bolt, and summons Girishen. Destiny draw, sending Decider away, draw 2 cards. Summon Drill Dart, Drill Dart special summons Malicious, and 2 cards face down. Dark Art Knights on the field, God said no to it. Saber Slash, destroying Drill Dark, destroying Malicious, and a card face down. DPE, Dragon Phoenix Enforcer, yes, he does. I don't think he summons it very often though. He can though. Dr. D, move Drill Dart, summon Decider, summon Fillmonger, Malicious Effect, summon Malicious. Decider tries attacking with D-Chain, giving a little power boost, 100, 500, and 1000. Aster also has the warrior that he had in the manga, whatever that thing is called. Another Bolt, summon Gillihan. Gillihan tries attacking, destroying the Slider. Card face down. Destroying Malicious. Card goes down. Malicious gets to summon his third one. So I guess he can't. Guardian's Emergency Call, special summon those two. Attack. 23 and 24. Aster Phoenix is gone. I didn't even add Kit, sorry. Next up is Pete versus Dipper. Yeah, I had to think about what the stand for, the DPE. Pete versus Dipper. It's a really good card. Pete. Oh, so Pete is the mutant style. Actually forgot who he was for a second. M5 on the field, getting mutant. Target 2 monsters to win missed. Mutant special summons. Move to the trap card to get Arsenal. Paying 3,000. Missed attacks. Arsenal destroys or looks damage. So they both have 5k. Bullocks on the field, so to summon Cause. They're level 3, both level 3s. Itis on the field. Itis effect. Turn that into defense monsters. Destroy Arsenal. And in phase, he doesn't want to go to M7. Summon M5, getting Arsenal to the hand. Sacking spell cards, summon Mist again. Mist 1 attacks, 800. Mist 2 attack for 27. Alright. Dipper, you're only at 1500. Sombra is on the field, sending Pollock away to get Leonidas to the hand. Normal summon a Concealer, Marcella, and Antares. Exceed summon 2 level 6s. M7. Pop. And then phase. Summon M5. And mutant. M5 attacks. Remove another trap card for Arsenal. Arsenal attack for 300. And missed attacks for 27. Alright, Dipper is lost. Next up is Panic versus Julia. You might be confused of some of Panic's cards, but there is a reasoning for it. And Julia was the other one. Plays Pot of Raid. Plays Allure of Darkness. Sending the Illusion Castle, summon Yami. Put 3 cards face down. Entering Labyrinth of Nightmare, so everything will go into fence mode that she summons. Sport Sacrifice for a Scatter Fusion. Activate Scatter Fusion, fusion summoning 2 monsters from the deck. A Garnet and a Crystal. Getting Ruby on the field. Summon X Cylinder Light. Get a Garnet. Destroy the Griffin. And 1900. In phase, they're gonna go in defense mode. Tragedy happens, they both destroyed. Card face down. That does nothing. I put some DDs in Panic's deck because Dark Contract with Yamakai, and there's also a trap monster, like trap card too, both dealing with Yamakai, which is his main deck monster, which I don't understand. They need a retrain of him as a DD monster. Scatter Fusion, let's fusion summon 2 more things. Lady Rose on the field this time. Sports effects. Get a Garnet to the hands. Summon Garnet. Lizui is not strong enough, and it bounces back to the hand. Lady Rose does. Bounces back to the deck. 1900. Go in defense mode. And Panic basically broke. Summon Sapphire. Exceed Summon. Summon Pearl. Attacks for 2600. Not perfect game, but very close to perfect game. Or perfect damage. Julia is moving on. Next up is Natalie versus Gong. And gone. Alright, Gong's starting to Pendulum Summon. Getting his Mortar Bite. And the card face down. Severance on attack mode. Turn the Motor Bite. And 2 cards face down. Starman Fizz, Pendulum Summon again. Gated Battle Ball. Yes, this time he has too many tuners. This Rampungu destroys that thing. That one destroys the Battle Ball. Which will be spawned, remove those 2 play. Get Gaplio, destroy the 3rd one. And 2 cards face down. Ulti Gaia Paleo. Alright, Gong's playing defensive now. Gaia attack. Yeah, he has all tuners this time. Last battle he had too many non-tuners. Summon Battle Ball. Moves them both to play to Synchro Summon. Steam Train King. Banish all spell and trap cards. Burn for 400. Get special summon the spell. Attack. She's gonna pay for Afterlife points to get her ritual monsters on the field to be defensive. And Dimension is over. Don't give up on Gong. Cannon Waves on the field. Attack for 500. Now she plays Dark Hole. Alright. Both basically have nothing. Drum is on the field. Attack for 300. Another tuner. Okay. Gong, you need to shuffle your deck a little bit better. Alright, Natalie puts a card face down. Attack for 300. She knows she can wait a little bit. Final Hawk adds an inheritance. Activate inheritance. Win, get up hello. Send all pillows to the graveyard and a card face down. Summon the Flutist, who sacrificed itself to summon K. Synchro Summon. Level 9. QB's on the field. Going to gonna go into another synchro. Level 10 this time. Susana Wo. Still the return from a different dimension. Destroy. General, let's attack again, and game. Mr. Gong is moving on. So he'd never give up on Gong. He can do stuff. Next up is Para versus Yuya. This one I feel like Para is gonna win this one. He doesn't do good in tournaments as far as this team, but his deck actually is a little too strong in my mind. Alright. It starts with a field spell and a card face down. Labyrinth Wall Shadow. Get a Songa. Then a Steel Cage to protect himself. Mystical Space getting nailed. Okay. Perry doesn't want the defense as much as he wanted to. Red Horse and Elephant Hammer. Bounces everything in hand. Attack for 900. Darren's Wall Shadow. Get Songa back on the field and the card face down. Labyrinth Nightmare, but I think Elephant can just bounce them all again. 900. 3k. Alright. Para's stuck in a loop. That doesn't look like a good loop either. Wall Shadow. He wants to summon Songa first, then Suijin, and then Kazan. But since Elephant keeps bouncing, paying 1600, Hara's losing again. Even though I said his deck is a little too OP normally. El Hammer is his weakness. Yuya is moving on. Next up is Dennis versus Iggy. I gave Dennis a fusion because I was going to have him try getting the new cards, but that did not work. But he has a fusion right now. And Iggy. Then it starts card to save turn, Arcane Barrier, and that's another card. Magician's Right Hands. I think Right Hand negates spell cards, the first one. Ryan Captain gets Skybolt Star effect. And field. Ryan Captain summons the Battle Guard Cadet, adding the Feast of the Wild. Attack for 800. Trick Crown's effect. The special summons from the graveyard, pay 1000. Except for damn check. God damn it. Yeah, I can't use them yet. Like that. I'm stuck in an update like 3 times ago. I know they already added them. And technically they're in his deck right now, but since the game is not updated, they do not appear. Unfortunately. I'm trying my best to mod the game myself because the person that originally modded the AI is disappeared from the internet. I don't know where anymore about him, unfortunately. I found their files. I'm just having issues trying to get it to work on the new Master Duel update, I guess. Next up is Jesse versus Kev. So it'll eventually happen once I get a little smarter. Or someone else does it. Jesse and his Rainbow Dragons versus Kev and his spell books. Yeah, so it's knowledge, summon the Full sends the Grand Tower, Full attacks Topaz Tiger, destroying itself into a spell trap code zone. Mystical Space, hitting the face down on card, hitting the Mirror Force. Nice hit. Monster Reborn. And as you can tell, Jesse has some new cards as well. Summon the Crystal Master, sacrificing the Master to get the Golden Roll. The Full attacks for 1600. Justice on the field, but is too scared to attack the Full. Alright, Jesse sets another card. Reaper's now on the field. Reaper destroys the Full. The Full shouldn't have been there in the first place. That's why he's the Full. Alright, Jesse's playing defensive. Just getting ready for an awesome victory. Emerald's Hurl is defensive. That gets destroyed. One's in the field zone. Yeah, hopefully I can get the new card soon. I was hoping trying to do it in this update, but that didn't really work out too well. Playing Vortex using Salvation's effects. Just remove from play. Add a Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon and a Rainbow Ruins. Activate the Rainbow Ruins. Golden Roll activates, getting 2 more on the field. Summon the Turtle and the Keeper. Emerald Taurus tries attacking, summon the Crystal Rainbow. 1500 and 3k. Not exact damage either, but very close. Good job, Jesse. You are moving on. No, I was also trying to do it before the Domino City versus Society of Light to give Mokuba the new cards, but that didn't work either. Tomoya versus Hikage. Tomoya and Hikage. Thing about Tomoya, he was battling in another guy's tournament, just Hikage. Hikage exits the village, but Mystical Space activates it to destroy it. Tomoya was in Animalga's video versus his new Shadow Neo Ghouls, I guess. Tomoya didn't do very good in his series, but hopefully Tomoya does better in this one. Here's his Stringes and Revenants on the field. Shurikens on the blue dragon. Kurikari ninja attacks, going back to defense mode. Stringes does something. Goes back in the field. Blue ninja attacks. Revenants gets back on the field as well. There's zombies, they just keep coming back. Time for a dark hole. Shuriken burns for 700, summon the Hexwheel Fusion, attack for 1000. Then turn.
Alright. Aikage has nothing. Why couldn't this happen during the versus Laura? I would have summoned the last word of Earth personally, but I guess he could win ritual time this time. And Scavenger. Surge's effects. Sees the ritual card, get special summon. Scavenger's effects, sacrifice it. Get a power boost, 3300. The Scavenger is destroyed because the evolution card. When you put the card face down, Mystical Space destroys it. End phase. Aikage uses trap card to steal Scavenger, only making it a ninja. Back here at 2800. It's Ninja Vendred Scavenger now. Alright. Mario puts card face down. Ninja Vendred Scavenger. Hidden Village activates. He attacks now, destroying the Hound Horde. Hound Horde's effects, remove a ritual, get special summon card. Hiccup. Hound Horde's destroyed, removed from play this time. In phase. Does not look good for Tomoya. Yellow Ninja's the field. The Blue Dragon Ninja through the hands. Yellow Ninja attacks. Revenant's effect. Get special summon again. Scavenger destroys it, removing it from play. Moya puts card face down, ending his turn. Blue Dragon's in the field. Yellow Ninja back to the hands. Blue Dragon destroys, and Scavenger Ninja destroys. 2800, and Aikage is the victor. Alright, next up is Psycho versus Axel. Psycho and Axel. I'm gonna go with Axel in this one. I like volcanics more than random psychic monsters. And Axel already has his Emperor on the field. And a card face down. Like a Vortex destroying it, and a card face down. Card face down. Psycho, what are you gonna do? Some Esper Girl that's getting Dead Fallen Judgmented. Future Glow. Your Esper Girl. Mystical Space will destroy the Future Glow. And 2 cards face down. Alright. Psycho is gonna summon the Cleric. With the Defense mode, summon the Axon Kicker. Back for 2200. Axel's at 1800. Does not look good for him. A Dark Hole. Mind Over Matter will counter it. Not happening. And Axel basically is done for. Psycho is moving on and to win.
Alright, next up is Selena versus Yuri. I feel this was partially a plot duel. I think Selena battled Yuri before in the anime. Not like one-on-one, but like multiple ones-on-one. Alright, Selena summons her butterfly. A vortex butterfly summons the Buffalo Kula. Started tuning to get the Hydra 800. And the card is down. Activate Heavy Storm. Try to planning, since let's try to plant away. KO activates. Thing. Phyllis adds a Bank Ogre. White Rabbit's on the field. Get a Purple Butterfly. The Rabbit tries attacking. Giving it 300 attack points. In phase. Alright. Yuri's playing defensive. Yellow Martin on field, Butterfly guards up Marlin. Luna Light Perfume. Butterfly on the field, playing defensive. Alright, what are we doing now? Memphis Morale destroys the yellow. Gets a quota to it. Destroys it. Gain 800, it gets to get a fusion. So now Selena should be in better shape now. Time for Luna Light, summoning Blue Cat and Purple Butterfly. Cat Dancer on the field again. Your favorite fusion. Attacking 100 and 800. And end phase. Hydra's effects, sending that card away, meeting up Cat Dancer. Lunar Light Perfume gets removed from play. Something like a Vortex, get a Wolf to the hands. Purple Butterfly gets removed from play. So Wolf can get summoned in the field. Tries attacking, not strong enough. Alright. Black Ogre gets sacrificed that, steals White Rabbit, uses one monsters away, this monster away. Get Ambulmius. Black Ogre's effects. Ambulmius also gets another fusion card. And Predator Planning, I think, puts counters on Luna Light Cat, or just destroys it altogether. So I guess he's gonna fusion this time. Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon. Pop Adress, let's get some of your monsters back. Multi card, summon Spirit Plant and Venom Fusion attacks. Selena draws a card, sets a card. That looks like game to me, unfortunately. Crimson Fox is defense mode. It's destroyed though. Crimson Fox effect, weakening up the Venom. Just for turn though. Cena's not out of this yet, she plays Dark Pool. Turn those three. Spirit and Venom Fusion both are activates their effects. So it is Circumariant. However you pronounce that card. Get a Pride of Practice. And nothing else. Summon Scorpio, attack for 1200. Alright. Card goes down, and this looks like game for real this time. Yuri is moving on. Next was Gloria versus Carl. That was pretty close, Soul. Only Selena did not draw what she needed. Carl versus who? Gloria. And Carl. I give each of the Gloria and Grace sisters one of the pendulum cards. I still gave Tanya the other one, so I gave them both. And Carl, where are you? 1200. Card face down. Bell guards on the field. Getting Dragon Sword, got Dead Note to Sword. Not the best idea for that, but okay. Silver Sword is destroyed, but use effect, gets unequipped on the card now. Or on the field, I mean. Set 2 cards, in turn. Then try attacking again. 200, too weak. Tigress for the Queen. Queen's gonna try attacking. Soul Sword will add a Shamanism. Protecting 1200. Queen's Pawn. Chosen Sword Woman. Attack for 19. Card face down. And in turn. A Great Dark Hole. Goodbye Queen, goodbye Sword Woman, and in turn. Now it's Gloria's turn. Since the Princess, Princess effect. Add a Fighting Spirit. Activate Fighting Spirit. Activate Amazon Shamanism. And Sword Woman in defense mode. Paladins on the field, gets equipped. Sword Woman says this gets Shamanism back. Destroy the Sword Woman. Summon the Princess. Adding Amazon Hall to the field. Try attacking. Sacrificing trap card, summon the Queen. Inflicting 500 damage. Activate Polymerization. Queen and Princess turn into the Empress. The card face down. Amazon Hall activates. Getting Queen to the hand. Silver Swords on the field. 3600. Get the Shamanism back again. And 3600. Gloria is moving on. Next up is Angela versus Sign. Kui versus Ancient Warriors. Professor Stein. Both ancient things. far. Stein gets her is Lubu. Summons his Lu Fang, the Lubu, basically. And just says nope, Dark Hole. And he says nope, God said no to Dark Hole. My monsters are gonna be here. You can't do anything about it. Laser Clip. Clip Shell, Clip Helix. 2 cards face down. Fire Formation Yoko. Astral Sun Mu. Valiant Young Yu. He gets Special Summon himself. After 600, 1300, 2200, and 2300. Most of her life points are already gone. Start attacking. Please ends on the field. That trap for a special summon something else. 1200. She's not going out without a fight. Fire Formation, 10 key. Get Master of Sun Move. Sacrifice it to get another card. The Lawyer Guard. Wan Yu. Destroys. One destroys. I mean, one pops, I think. One adds it to the hand. One just destroys. And 1700. Reverser Stein is moving on. Next up is Kit versus Pete. We got Kit, and we got Pete. Sabers versus Mutants. Yeah, it wasn't a bad duel. Just wasn't on Angela's side, unfortunately. Horus is on the field. Playing a Pot of Greed, then playing Heavy Storm. So Mutant M5, adding an Arsenal to the hand. Arsenal's getting sacrificed with the trap card to summon Arsenal. Back for 1400. And card face down. Alright, setting card right now. Mutant Mutants on the field. NG88. Not strong enough, but he is. Galahad's destroyed. Mutant Mutant sacrifice another monster so he can summon the beast. Paying 2400. Setting another card. Can't play the defenses too long, man. Mutant Mutant on the field, sacrifice itself, and another monster for another beast, bringing 2400. Summon G8s. Taking 500 damage, destroying. 500, 24, and 3k. Leaving Kit at 700. Kit, can you do 2400? Someone got to wait for something else. I would have Monster Reborn and inflict some damage too. That would have been mine. Lab, give everyone stronger. Send Mist away. Fusion time. Arsenal and G88. Synthesis on the field now. Circle on a card, destroy it. Kit, I would have summoned Gothams and also Monster Reborn something and attacked 2 500 attack monsters. I think you could have won that one. I don't have the exact damage in my mind, but I think you could have done that. Next up is Julia versus Gong. Both can go quick and hard. I like Julia more, but I think Gong is probably going to take it. Gem Fusion. Yeah, Kit blew his chances. Zirconia is on the field. Summon Emerald. And phase. Motorbike separates itself, so we can get a blue brawler. Some blue brawler. Or magnet for a drum. Level 5. Musashi is on the field. Adding magnets to the hands. Musashi destroys the emerald. Alexandria is on the field, sacrificing himself so he can consume Crystal. Crystal destroys Musashi. Antonia attacks for 2900. Alright. Gong, how you can counter this one? Stealthy. Still the Absorb Fusion and a card face down. I don't think you can use the Fusion Man. But if that's what you want, you can have it. Julia's a little scared that he might use anyway, so she's gonna activate Heavy Storm. And then activate Ability and Fusion. Fusion 3 monsters. Lady Brilliant Diamond. Cyber-raising himself, or Gem Knight Master Diamond. Blue Brawler is a little too strong for that though. It's defensive. Hey, another card face down. Quartz on the field. Not being able to destroy that one either. Gem Knight Fusion goes back to the hands. That's activated again. This time activate, moving those two from play. Lady Rose Diamond on the field this time. Quartz adds the crystal to the hands. A level 1 Pendulum Scale. Magnet. Prodigy. General Jade. Synchro 7, level 12. Steam Train King on the field. Put that in bit as the other pendulum slot. Burn. Destroy the rose. Destroy the other rose. I mean diamond. Train discards cards. Destroy the card. Alright, that leaves Julia pretty open. That's a card. Not strong enough, but he is. 948. Boom. Gong is moving on. Gong can hit really hard. Next up is Yuya versus Iggy. Plot duel. And Iggy. Where is Iggy? I'm blind. And Iggy. Yeah, it's on the field and 2 cards to sound. Time for the theater. Iggy says God said no to theater. This is a duel, not a stupid game. It's not a stupid play. And he put 2 cards face down.
Morningstar is on the field. Cadet tries attacking, but not strong enough. Probably not the best thing to attack with. Snap Turtle does let's change your levels. From an Elo Hammer, Monster Reborn, let's get Snap Turtle right back on the field. We get a level 7. Gonna try attacking, Stormfront activates. $1,100. Alright, Iggy, you need to start fusing. Or play very defensively now. Ellie Hammer's not gonna let you do much. Skip Skimmer destroys Battle Guard. Warrior Leader gets destroyed. Alright, Iggy, you're gonna let the main character win. Star Blast, pay 1,500. Warrior Lady adds a Morningstar to the hand. Sets a card. And I want to say Yuya wins this one. Long phone attacks. And Alley Hammer finishes it off for 2,600. Yuya is moving on. Next up is Jessie versus Hikage. Jesse Anderson. Ah. And the Sun Shadow. And alright. I gotta get some of his men's in. Every 2,500. Carbuncle's on the field. Destroying itself for 2,200. Ultimate Crystal Magic. Trying to summon Rainbow Dragon right now, but God said no to it. Very bold move to do. Let's get Rainbow Dragon anyway, because it's on all the stuff in the field. Rainbow Dragon's weak. Dancing Leaves, sacrificing for Goin. Goin destroys Rainbow Dragon. Good thing Jesse has the second one though. And he also has that. Ultimate Crystal Ring Dragon. Tower of Pegasus, Amethyst Member, Topaz Tiger, Cobalt Eagle, Amethyst Cat, Sapphire Pegasus, get another Carbuncle. Crystal Keeper activates. 1,200, 1,400, and 1,800. Jesse had no chill right there. Alright, top 8, Psycho versus Yuri. I think Yuri's more the Psycho in this situation, but that's what his Psycho's name is. Yeah, so kind of views already. Getting Almondelius. Add a Predaprime Fusion.
Remove that card to get another Cobra. Cobra adds another card. Lightning Vortex. Get a Panda board. Ready for Infusion. Not the right card, but okay. 1,000. Yuri, that was a very silly mistake. You should have summoned your Greedy Venom. I know you could have done it. Dark Hole. Card face down. Cobra sets on the field, just trying to destroy the Side Beast, but it's a little too weak. The AI is dumb and likes attacking. Yeah, Jesse can do a lot now too, yes. Spaceline Police, attack 23. Forward steps gets removed. Special summon, special summon. Time to fuse. Light Trap and Orchid, turn 2. Chemistry Festa. Banish that. Fusion time. For a second one, okay. Attack 2,500. That was in the grave, so you can add polymerization to the hands. Card face down. Time to fuse again. Scorpio and the Kakatesa turns into Dragstaff Celia. Trying to including specs, destroy it face down. Serene Witch removes play the Serene Psychic guy. 2,700, and Psycho is almost out of life points. It's like Witch Summons the Silence. Psychic Wizard. He gets another polymerization. Card face down. He really doesn't need a fusion. He just keeps fusing it himself without the cards. Let's get into another 2 Dragons Stelia. Let's turn the Wizard. Esper Girls, 2 Esper Girls. Siege Summon. Armored Kappa. Not the strongest monster, but a decent psychic monster. That's fused again. Greedy Venom. Getting it up, destroying it. Alright. 2 more cards face down. Yuri says, battle again. This time Mirror Force hits. Greedy Venom is destroyed. Destroy as many monsters to summon itself again. Attacks for 33. Alright, Yuri is moving on. Next up is Gloria versus Stein. Gloria and Professor Stein. Gloria's been doing really good, so I hope she wins this one. But Ancient Warriors can be annoying. And Stein. Glorious on the stage, this one the spiritual effect, add a polymerization. Activate Dark Hole. Destroy the field. Card face down, mystical face destroys it. Some the eccentric Liu Jiang. Summon the princess. The Amazon Spider Spirit. Turn the fuse. Princess is treated as the queen while on the field and the graveyard. As the sage turns into the empress. Getting fighting spirits. Spiritual effect. Because it's stupid. Summon the spy. Okay. I think I might have to take out the spiritualist because not the smartest move right there. Spy's effect. Sage to the hands. 800. 2400. Summon the Sage. Spiritualist gonna bounce it back to get on the field. Get special summon to add a polymerization. But that's not gonna be much defensives. Spiritualist is destroyed. 800. 1200. 2200 actually. Emperor's Sign is the winner. Now, if the AI wasn't dumb, I think Gloria could have won still. Next up is Pete versus Gong. Misplay on Gloria's side. Alright, Pete starts with the SC46, and uses effects to spell away to summon the mist. Evolution Lad sends SC46 away to get the Wicked Avatar of the hand. One of the few cards he does have. Since the Duelist Kingdom, he won that card. Doesn't really use it, can't really use it too well, but he has it. G88 is destroyed. This is attacked. Makes it 0 attack. Summon Transponder. Synchro Summon. Level 10. Susana Wall. Evolution Lab. Send Mist away. Get another card. Card face down and turn. Wagons on the field, goes in defense mode. Susano attacks. General Command likes to attack again. 3800, 1800. Potty Read activates, draws 2 cards. Gong says he wants to Potty Read himself. And I think he's going to activate it. He's going to activate Potty Read, lets him draw 2 cards. Summon Security. Security's run it away. Summon Transponder. And 3800. Gong hits hard. Next up, it's Yuya versus Jesse. Yuya is the main character, so I want him to win, but Jesse is not gonna do it too lightly. Go down lightly. And Jesse. Jesse starts with a fail spell and the card face down. Probably the turtle if I had a guess. Spread Donkey on the field, Longhorn Bull, get an Ellie Hammer, King Bear, Radish Horse, Finland Summon, Skeet Scammer, Ellie Hammer, and Skeet Scammer. Ellie Hammer bounces this cards. Royal Pearl goes back to the field. Attack for 500. 500. 1600. 1600. Yuya has the advantage over Jesse because Ellie Hammer is going to keep bouncing to the spell cards, which are all the monsters, until they're destroyed. He's getting rid of the pendulums as well. Crystal Master's on the field, sacrifice itself to get a Crystal Beacon. He can't use it just yet, but he has it for later. Gold Banks on the field, attack for 2000. Tobas Tiger. Expecting 200 damage, so Yuya it wasn't going to have a perfect game. Almost was a perfect game though. Pretty close. Alright, Yuya can't do anything at the moment. Hammer Mammoth, 1600, 1700. Yuya's life points is almost cut in half. Yuya plays defensive. Rainbow Bridge of the Heart. Since Tobas to get another card. Use the other effects, bounce it. And Rainbow Bridge activates. 1700. And the card face down. Time to start the theater. Limited Bot-Eyed Lizard. Sacrifice the Minotaur. Tries hacking by Regeki says nope, not happening. By Bot-Eyed Lizard. Rainbow Bridge. Pop Amethyst to get the abundance. Bounce that up. Go back to the hand. Activate it again. Can't attack right now though. You shouldn't have done that. Theater's activating. Monster Reborn. The Ellie Hammer. Ellie Hammer bounces everything up and finishes this off. Alright, Yuya is moving on. Next up is Yuri versus Stein, top 4. Yeah, a U-Boy probably most likely being in the top 3. Well, there's definitely going to be top 3. Yuri's in front, right? Or Stein. Activates formation, summon something. General Zhao Gong. Betrayal something. Activates. And 2 cards face down. Versus Zhao is now an Earth type for some reason. I don't know why you wanted Earth. Earth's not really much of his monsters to do. God said no to the Heavy Storm. Must really want his other face down. Summon Orpheus Scorpio, sending Flytrap away to get the Cobra. Cobra adds a fusion. Thinking about fusing, I can tell. Which fusion? And Polymedius. That gets another fusion card. Predator fusion. Fuse into starting Venom. Predator pruning. Ormedia still in the field. Sacrifices start 3D. Okay, if that's what you want to do, fine. That's Not what I would have done, but okay. Yuri doesn't want to use his boss monster for whatever reason. Do things on the field. He says time to fuse. Starting Venom again. It is destroyed. Starting Venom's effect, destroys it. After 16. And a card face down. Now Yuri's having some misplays going on. Alright, he says let's use your monster instead. Chimera Festa. Attack for 25. Catcourt says nope, selling something else instead. Send it away though. Trevor Stein puts another card face down. But will it be enough? That's for 2,500. Yuri puts a card face down. And looks like Yuri might be winning. 2,500. Alright, Yuri is in the top 2. Next up is Gong versus Yuya. Gong and Yuya. Now I want Yuya to win now. I think Gong's stronger, but I want Yuya to win. Yuya starts up some pendulums, camels, and bubble wow. Summon Silver Claw. Magnus on the field, summon Swordsman. Swordsman gets destroyed. Beginning up to Silver Claw. Remember the theater, sacrifice silver for a Spring Goose. Let's Pendulum summon the Silver Claw right back on the field. Camel weakens it up. It attacks. And Spring Goose attack for 18. Card face down. Some monsters to get Pendulum Dragon. That's Pendulum summon the Silver Wolf right back on the field. Silver Claw gets power boost. Giga Gloves. Gets removed from play. Stops the attack for 1 turn. For longer than 1 turn. As well as 0 attack. Samurai Fist. Transponder. Samurai Fist attacks the Pendulum Dragon. Revival. Activates Spring Boost back on the field. Samurai Fist assists with Synchro Summon. Stealth Ninjas on the field. Destroying the Silver Claw again. Samurai Fist gets special summons. And that Synchro again. Level 8 this time. Ninja Saratobi. Saratobi's effect. For Bow Wow, burn for 500. Monster Reborn. Use the Camel's effect. Gives Spring Goose a little stronger. Swordsman's effect. Weaken it up. Goose destroys. Prep defense versus defense mode though. Yuya's not giving it out. We're in the top 4. Gong did win. And now Yuri's in the finals. Purpose sign was second sinus. Yeah, that was really smart from a play from Yuya. Gong's not out yet, though. Pretty low on life points, though. A level 6 this time. Shujin Doji. Destroying the pendulum. Biscuit special summons. Attack for 14. Samurai Fist, that's a synchro again. Level 7. Stealth Ninja. Attack for 200. Making it weak though. Getting close to the wire. Synchro attack for 300. Go back to defense mode. Auto spin on the field. Destroy itself to get a Minotaurus to the hands. Not sure if that was the best move, but we'll see. Stealth Ninja summons memory security. Summons the fist again. Security sacrifices itself for transponder. Level up again. Level 8 this time. That's the one I don't know yet. Commander Shanawo. And Gong says let's destroy, give you some monsters. Not sure this is too beneficial, but okay. Minotaurus on the field. Swordsman is going to take 1500, weakening it. And Slaughter Tiger finishes us off, so Yuga's in the finals. Both you boys in the finals. But before we get to the finals, we're gonna have Gong versus Stein. Since Gong's already in one spot, we'll do Stein right here. Gong starts with his big orgy and a card face down. $10Ks on the field, adding a Sunmo. Gong Yu gets special summon, destroying a big Waru. Sunwoo and Lu Fang's on the field now too. Sung Yu's also bounces on the field. 1100, 1900, 2600, and 2900. Second turn finish. Stein did not care, he wanted third place. That was very quick. That was super quick. Yuri. And Yuya. And this final match is, final rule is always a match, so let's see which one will move on. The dragon's on the field and 2 cards face down. Destroy itself so we can get a Minotaurus. Yuri adds a card. Says it's Heavy Storm, let's get ready to face down whatever it is. Hitting Mirror Force, good hit. And another card face him himself. Camel Lump. Odd as Minotaurus. Genome 7, level Lungpong Bull and Slaughter Tiger. Hit LA Hammer to the hands. Summon 3 Cobra and LA Hammer. 300. 2200. 30 times. Don't want all of them, they're all level 1s, 1700, 1600. Twin Cobra goes to defense mode. And round 1 almost looks like it's going to Yuya right now. Yeah, Sign just got 3rd place. Did a good job. Lightning Vortex, getting somebody to Francis. Get Trianthus. Doing Shadow Mitsu. Fusion time. Starting Venom Fusion Dragon. 2400, 2800. Yuya's life points are also pretty low now. Let's Pendulum Summon again. Cobra and Hanaga. Just trying to build up your defenses, looks like. Naga destroyed, Cobra is destroyed, and a card face down. Pendulum Summon again. Alright, that for King Bear. King Bear destroys Cordyceps and takes the first win. Alright. Round 1 goes to Yuya. But it's best of 3, so let's see round 2. And you already turned this to a 1-on-1. Long Phone Bull on the field and a card face down. Circumvent, Summon Predaponics. Let's go spaces. Nope, not happening. Attack, he's going to take 1500. Destroy it. Destroy itself. Destroy it, add a fusion. 2 cards face down. Bit Bite Turtle attacks for 800. Not too strong, but a little minor damage. Red Planet, Summon Flytrap. Do it a counter. Destroy it because it has the counter. Add Pride of Planning. Another card face down. Time to start the theater and a card face down on Yuya's side. Yuya summons Predestinces. Create a Prime Fusion. Starting Venoms on the field now. Destroying the Skeeter Scout, whatever. Another card face down. Another card face down on Yuya's side. Cobra's on the field. Radish Force destroyed and another 1000. Burst damage for Yuya. Yuya has nothing. So Yuri's gonna deal a lot of damage now. Unless he does something stupid like this. Unless that's beneficial. Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon. Okay, that's better. 3300. I think you could probably defuse other monsters, not those 2 monsters, but okay, that's what you wanted. Diamantha on the field. Camelot. That's good enough to Camelot. Almost destroyed. So no Pendulum Summoning. Fusion Dragon Factor 33, leaving Yuya's at 400 life points. Ada is Pendulum this time. Destroys itself to get a Minotaurus. And unfortunately, unless the Splash Mammoth can do anything, it's game. An infusion. Okay, it's 1-1. Yuri versus Yuya. And since you boys are battling, there is some stuff that's happening in the background in this series. Blue Bow Wow, Mobile Barrier, and 2 cards face down. It's a mixed ending, it's not really good or bad. Yuri's kind of crazy. He's getting more and more high on himself, but it's not really a takeover. The fusion dimension just brought their warriors to try finding the kids, and the kids are technically safe, but they didn't realize that just yet. The kids will be sent home in like probably next tournaments, but not that really won't affect most of the characters here at the moment. Yuri summons the second donkey and attacks. Card face down. Spit Fight. Pendulum Summon. Longthorn Bull. Adds an Ellie Hammer. Summon Ellie Hammer. Ellie Hammer says bounce it. Destroying the second donkey. Longthorn destroys. But there are situations because 2 you boys are battling, so that causes another character to be reborn or born in the series. Ellie Hammer bounces everything, attack for 26. Then Yuri at very low life points. Two cards face down. Time, and I think Yuya might have won this one. He is an MC for a reason, so he has MC powers. Ellie Hammer is his new boss monster, I guess. It's a pretty good monster, bounces everything. Alright, Yuya 1-2-0. Or 2-1. Alright, for the Miami Championship, Yuya, the main star on the title card, is the winner. Next week, I believe I'm going to do Back to the Society of Lights. They're traveling the road trying to find their way to Europe to find their bad guys, but they're going to be intercepted by a few of Darkness's crew to try helping everyone. Good job, Yuya. Good job. See you guys next time. And next week, I probably will not be able to stream since I'm doing today. And I think my only day off is Sunday, and I won't have everything ready just yet. So, and I also won't be ready on Easter. So whatever day I have off other than Easter is my tournament. All right, peace out. Have a good day, everyone.